Monster manga was written and illustrated by Naoki Urasawa, a renowned Japanese manga artist known for his intricate storytelling and detailed artwork. The story is set in Dusseldorf, West Germany, in 1986. It begins with Dr. Kenzu Tenma receiving praise from other doctors, highlighting his exceptional skills compared to his peers. However, his attention is drawn to a grieving family, whose importance will unfold later in the chapter. Later, Tenma is seen watching the news with his partner Eva, where the media covers the surgery he performed. It becomes evident that Tenma's director is using him for personal gain, as he is dating the director's daughter, Eva. And the director wants credit for Tenma's work in his thesis. You can see facial expression after hearing this. Further, Tenma's colleague, Dr. Becker, notices the exploitation. Dr. Becker clearly sees it because of the news. Meanwhile, Tenma encounters the grieving family again, with the woman demanding her husband, who she claims that her husband was brought in first. She also claimed that he was there before the opera singer, which was the person saved. The Tenma remembers this ethical choice he had to face concerning the two operations. He chose to follow orders from the director, which was to do operation to the opera singer. You can clearly see that Tenma couldn't justify his actions. Feeling troubled, Tenma discusses his inner turmoil with Eva, questioning his actions. Eva's unexpected comment, "Not all people's lives are equal," shakes Tenma, leaving him unsettled. What makes someone think like this? From a utilitarian perspective, not all lives may be considered equal in terms of their contribution to overall happiness or well-being. Utilitarianism evaluates actions based on their utility or ability to produce the greatest happiness for the greatest number of people. In this view, the value of a person's life may be assessed based on their impact on society or the world. Survival of the fittest suggests that individuals or groups that are more successful or dominant in society are inherently more valuable or deserving. It can lead to the belief that some lives are more worthy of respect or consideration than others based on perceived attributes or achievements. I would say maybe this is why she said this. Tenma clearly was not doing good after hearing this. The chapter concludes with a scene unrelated to Tenma, as police attempt to enter a mansion on a rainy night. But this mansion is not just a random mansion. It's Mr. Liebert's mansion. Now who's he? Well, earlier in the chapter he was mentioned on the news. He is a foreign trade advisor from East Germany who fled to West Germany. Now we have to remember that this was taken place during a time when Germany was split and the Soviets had control over the East. So when the cops had entered the mansion, they found him and his wife dead. Now this was a dangerous move for a famous person from East Germany to flee to West Germany and be shown on TV in the West. The East German government viewed this as a propaganda victory for the West and as a defection that undermines their regime. My question is, why on earth did they get on the news? Well, it's not done yet. After the cops found the dead bodies, they found their daughter still alive, looking traumatized, and their son wounded and still alive. The last scene we get was Tenma's phone beeping. You know what that means. So that was the first chapter. Be on the lookout for chapter 2.